Thank you for saying yes and becoming a Sunday Sparks host as part of our Holy Spirit Catholic Parishes Ignite program. Sunday Sparks is an essential part to our program as it is all about the little pieces of prayer formation to help us be more consistent in our prayer. So very glad to have you act as a host to help just set up the environment, welcome people, as well as collect any questions they might have and kind of clear things off, shut off lights and everything afterwards. In this video, I want to go through just a few of the basics of what it will look like to be a Sunday Sparks host. Setting up for the Sunday Spark may either happen, right before Mass or right after Mass. It's pretty simple. It would simply be, turning lights on in the location where we're going to be, making sure the table's in the right spot. For the most part, they should be where they need to be already. If we have a podium that I can use in the locations, making sure that that is in its place. If we're going to do any kind of water or coffee or something like that, when we do it at your location, that can also be made available. If not at your location, it's not an issue. Then immediately after Mass, as people are leaving and Father has not yet come down because I need to take my vestments off and everything first, your role will be to make sure you welcome people, as well as once people have come down to little explanation. Thank you for coming to our Sunday Sparks. Glad to have you participate in learning more about prayer so that we can grow in our life of prayer, become more consistent. Father Vogel is going to be coming down in a few moments, and today's topic is going to be whatever it's going to be that day. You'll know what it is because Father will have handouts, like half-page sheets with some reflection questions, and I'll have the topic at the top. For example, this one is practicing the presence of God. So Father will be down in a few minutes. We're going to talk about practicing the presence of God today. Make sure everybody has handouts. These are ones that they will be able to keep. Father will come down here in a moment. He'll give his little talk. After his talk, you're free to go if you need to go at that point, or we would invite you, if you'd like to stay for 5 more minutes after that, to just talk to each other, about the things that we're learning from Father, about prayer. Can be helpful in our own growth in our prayer life when we have the support of other people. But of course, if you're not able to, you can certainly leave at that point when Father leaves. After 5 minutes, we'll make sure that we conclude and everyone is free to go. You can say that in a few short sentences. Doesn't have to be extensive or all that formal. Then Father will come down, I will come down, and I'll give my presentation. So during that part, you won't have to worry about anything. You can just join one of the tables and participate in that way. Then at the end of my presentation, once I leave, then you can invite people to, if you want to stay for a little bit and talk to each other using the handout and the reflection questions. Encourage you to do that. If you have any questions for me to relay on to Father, certainly be happy to take those questions, which could potentially be used as content for future Sunday Sparks. So that will be part of your role too, is if anybody have any questions, you don't necessarily need to know the answer to them, but it'd be wonderful to gather them and then you can send them to me afterwards so that I can address any kind of good questions that people may have in a future Sunday Spark. Probably no more than five minutes. Then invite everyone. Thank everybody for having attended the Sunday Spark. Our next Sunday Spark will be usually it's going to be in 2 weeks from that time. But you're welcome to come to the next one. But everyone have a wonderful Sunday. Put the little that needs to be put away if any of the water or coffee needs to be put away. Turn off lights and everything. And otherwise, other than that, there's not a lot of setup for me in particular. I'll bring my notes, I'll bring the handouts. Hopefully you can see that it's a fairly short and fairly easy role to be a Sunday Sparks host. So I thank you again for being willing to be a host. And hopefully during this Sunday Sparks time, we can all grow more deeply in our relationship with the Lord and our experience of Him through our personal prayer. God bless.